So, as of recently, I've been doing a lot of twin-stick shooters on this channel here. And I first did Super Stardust HD, which was a classic PS3 one. Then I just did Geometry Wars 3, which has a lot of modes very similar to the original Retro Evolved on 360. And a game I brought up, I believe, in both of them was this one, Mutant Storm, which was on the Xbox Live Arcade, and I'm playing the PC version right now. I've actually never played the PC version before. This is my first time with it. But it was kind of like a twin-stick shooter, but it had more of like a level-based sort of thing going, and not like an endless sort of mode that most of these twin sticks always had, which I thought was really kind of cool at the time, and it worked very well for this game. And I just kind of like wanted to go back to it, check it out, see what was up. It was kind of like I would say like the third wheel behind Super Stardust and Geometry Wars. And I remember liking it. We have like all these different like belts. The belts were just kind of difficulties, and there were achievements based on beating every single belt's tier. I think I'm like pretty competent at twin sticks, so I'm actually gonna start an orange belt. I'm not gonna do white or yellow. I feel like I'm just gonna completely destroy that. I just have like a big feeling about that, so we're just gonna do orange. And kind of chill out. It's a twin stick, you know, both analog sticks. You got bombs and stuff as well. And if I recall correctly, judging by the UI, actually, all I gotta do is survive for 20 seconds on this level. In the bottom right, it says that. Or nope, you kill everything. I wonder if it's like survive for as long or kill everything in that amount of time. I don't know. It's been so long since I played this, but I remember really, really liking it. It was kind of like, you know, a cool thing to do when you kind of got bored of Geometry Wars. And you wanted like more of like a directed experience compared to Geometry Wars. So yeah, like I just remember liking it quite a bit, but who knows? Who knows how I'm gonna feel coming back to it now. Damn, like 13 years later? It's been like 13 years. I did buy this on Steam a long time ago. I just never launched it. So now I'm very curious about like how it's aged. I think it feels fine to play. Like it doesn't feel bad. It feels pretty good actually. But it's really, really tough to make a twin stick feel really, really bad to me. But this one's like very snappy. There's like no momentum. It's you go 100 or you go nothing. Seemingly. I guess there is like some slow movement you can do. Oh, there's weapon pickups. But yeah, no, you're not gonna do slow movement. I died just trying that. Okay. I deserve it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go either 100 or like not at all. I don't see like any reason to even try doing that slow movement. Okay. At least not yet. That slow movement I had to like really, really focus on to even do. There's not much dead zone. I want to like mention the dead zone. But like I don't know like in what way to like mention it. But like my movement doesn't like even register until like I'm pretty far down on the analog stick compared to like what you think it should be. Okay. I don't know if that like makes any sense commentary wise. Just roll with it. And I forget like how many levels this is. Oh, this like little boss thing. I remember this thing. I remember it. Cool. Like little things about this game are kind of coming back to me. It's also a shame I'm already down a life. I probably should pick the hardest difficulty I could have, honestly. Probably should have. But it's hindsight. Yeah, so far this is really fun. Like it's kind of fun going back to this. I won't say this is like pure nostalgia. Not at all, but like I like this. You know, there was another game I liked on Xbox Live Arcade around this time that was twin stick. It was Crystal something. I can't remember what it was called. It was out in this era, and I had like a really, really high like score on the leaderboard, so I was always very proud of it. I was like top 25 in something, but I can't remember what this game was called. I wonder if I can find it and do a video on it if they ever released a PC version. I wonder. I just remember it was called Crystal something. And I remember like really, really liking that game. Yeah, so far this one's good. You know what's not good? Steam just forced its new UI on me. Like that huge library update just kind of like dropped today. And I've been using a Steam skin called Metro now for, I want to say, the better part of the last 5 years, 6 years. So to have that skin now break because of this new UI, and I get like this big cluttered mess of something, I'm not super happy. I really don't like how Steam looks. It feels slow. It looks ugly. I don't like it. I don't know why Valve thought this was like the design to do. It's just too much is on the screen. Like, when I have a game client, like, I might lose a lot of credibility with people when I say this, and I know I do, because I have mentioned it on my streams. When I use a game client, like, I want a game client that is just a game client. Like, the profile and stuff on Steam's, like, cool, but, like, it just always feels so cluttered. Like, Steam client has always felt super, super cluttered. But with, like, custom skins and stuff, it doesn't look that bad. But, like, I kind of like, you know, the Epic client, and Battle.net, and Origin, and stuff like that. Because, like, at their core, they're a game client. You see the game box art, you see the game name, you click on it, you go into the game, and you might have, like, some side features, but that's it. You have, like, a little storefront as well. Steam, it's like, here's your activity feed, here's your profile, here's your messages, here's your gigantic friends list, here's our trading cards, want to craft a badge, here's our community market, here's the store, you want to go to new releases, well, you gotta go between, like, multiple menus, unless you want your curated new releases, here's your discovery queue, like, here's your Steam Labs, here's your crafting table, here's the big picture button. Oh my god, there's so many, I can't even think of all of them. The news section's another one that pops up. The stats section. It's so much stuff in that client. Well, I shouldn't say that. The one I'm currently using, this client right here. It's so much stuff. And, like, nothing about it feels, like, super elegant. Like, it just kind of feels like they had a bunch of ideas and just kind of, like, threw them all in the same client. It's like, ugh. So I shouldn't say never. I used to really love Steam, but, like, lately, I would rather go to GOG or something to, like, buy my games if it's possible. A Steam client hasn't been doing it for me lately. Not for a while. Because it just doesn't feel like a game client anymore. Which is what it is. Like, I know I'm, like, the minority say, like, and stuff like that. Like, I get that. Which is fine. I don't know. I just really don't like the new Steam. And I miss my old skin, because, like, it just kind of, like, masks, like, how messy, like, some of the UI actually was. But yeah, what can you do? It is what it is. As long as I can still play my games, it's whatever. I just wish it wasn't the way it is. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, God. Okay. I done goofed. Whoops. That's what happens, like, when you don't focus. And you get distracted by Steam. Okay, so far this is, like, actually really easy and really chill. I remember this game being a lot more difficult, but that's probably because I played it on Black Belt difficulty. Because I unlocked that difficulty and just kind of, like, rolled with that. That would probably do it. Because right now, this on Orange Belt is super easy. Like, easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm letting myself get careless because of it. I just wish I could remember, like, how many rooms this was. Because I just don't have the slightest idea. I haven't even, like, used the bombs yet. But the enemy designs, like, the animation stuff are, like, really, really cool. This game has definitely, like, kind of like a, has almost like an acid trip sort of appeal to it, especially with stuff like that. Or not even just like an acid trip sort of thing, but it kind of reminds me of like old Windows Media Player kind of like visualizer for songs. That's exactly what it looks like, actually. I don't know if like Windows Media Player still does that, or if like Windows Media Player is like still even a thing, because I've been using VLC for so long. But that's what it is. It's like that Windows XP or like Windows 2000 visualizer. Like whenever you load up like an MP3 or like a WAV file, just in the background, with super bizarre looking enemies. Wonder if I lose if I time out. Let's actually use a bomb for once. Because that was getting a little bit spicy for me. Okay, cool. This is quite the rambly video. I don't know, like, not much to really talk about here. Just, you know, it's another twin stick, and I kind of dig this one. But so far, it's been really, really easy. For what it is, it's been really, really easy. I kind of like want to do, like, some shmups on YouTube, though. Because I just bought, like, a new, rating game. And I also have, like, all the Exceed games I would love to do, and it's just stuff like that. Or, oh my god, what's the PS1 game I love? Aiden... Oh my god, I can't remember. It's, by Square. Oh my god, I was just playing it recently, too, and it's really good, but the name just really slipped me. It's like, it starts with E. Eidenhander? I can't remember. Someone in the world knows exactly what I'm talking about, though. I would actually argue hundreds of thousands probably know what I'm talking about, considering that game's really well regarded. I can't remember what game it is, but I would love to do a video on it. I was playing it very recently. But, you know, as always, when I record a video, it's like 11 in the morning. My brain is fried. Because I'm an overnight person. Like, this is getting close to my bedtime. So y'all must forgive me. Room 19, okay. I realize I've already done 19 levels in like 12 minutes. I spent the first minute just rambling. Well, actually, I've spent the first 12 minutes so far rambling. But I digress. Maybe it goes like when the bottom left's at like 300%? I don't know. Ooh, I'm kind of really close to some of these dodges, actually. Like, really close. But so far, so good. This has been pretty fun. Alright, now we have the thing in the middle that can trap us. Okay. Bye, shield. I thought I had enough time. I guess not. This is okay. Cool little stage hazard, though. We good? We good. Plenty of time. Not really, but still. Yeah, it's just bomb. I was trying to figure out if there were, like, any other controls to this, like, any other things I had to remember. But I just wasted one of my only bombs, and so now I feel, like, great shame. But yeah, I'm assuming this goes until I get to 300%. Or not, no, because when I die, it goes back. Maybe it goes... I forget how many levels it was. I do remember this being a huge grind, though. I do remember this being a grind. I just can't remember, like, how grindy the grind is, you know? Okay, I'm actually kind of trapped there. I did have to use a bomb. They almost got me for once. I say for once, like, I haven't already died a few times, but, like, that time I was actually paying close attention. And I done goofed. And that's got a Steam achievement for a 4x multiplier, even though I have a 2x. Thanks, Steam. Let's pad that achievement record. Cool. Excellent. There we go. For some reason, I feel like there were 26 rooms. I feel like there was a room for, like, every letter of the alphabet. I feel like that was a thing. My brain could be playing tricks on me. I could be remembering stuff completely wrong. But I feel like it may be a 26 level. It's been so long, I can't remember. Alright, let's kill the commons first before we get, like, the the wormies out. Okay. Let's see, I only have 1 life, so I just gotta flawless these next 2 rooms just to say. We'll check out like a harder difficulty too if I unlock a really nice harder difficulty. We'll see. Let's do that. We got froggies. Cool. Here we go. Room 26. Is this the last one? I really wish I could remember. There's no way this is the last one, right? No way. Because that was a really easy last level if it was. Yeah, no, okay. My memory was completely wrong. I don't know why I thought it was. Weird. I also think this game had a sequel. If I remember correctly, they did release like a Mutant Storm 2 like years later, but I never played it. But I feel like there was a second one of these. Yeah, I guess kind of like going back and playing this now after playing Twin Sticks for so long. This one's like very basic. And I feel like a lot of the difficulty of this game that is kind of popping up here and there is just from the limited like maneuverability you have on these courses. They do make it pretty hard to maneuver sometimes, and you don't really get like a lot of room to kind of just play around, I feel like. Like, it's not the easiest thing to path right now. I can do it, obviously, but I feel like that's kind of like where a lot of the difficulty for this is kind of coming in. It's like the lack of pathing options. And of course, when I mentioned that, we get a completely empty stage, like with nothing trying to block me in. Which is fine. That's okay. Cool. Alright. So we didn't actually unlock anything higher up. What's tally mode? Ooh, we can go black belt tally mode. Ooh. Oh, there's a lot of levels. How many levels we got? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 98 levels? Wait, what? Okay. So is this just adventure mode? This might just be adventure mode, but I just got to see like how many levels there were. So if there were 100 levels, then my god. Right, and then... Okay, this makes sense. Okay, so like the bottom left, like if I get stuff up to like max... So I guess like every time I go up 100%, it ups the difficulty and ups my belt. And I would assume if I get like 100% on one of those belts... it would just level me up to the next one in adventure mode, which would affect my scoring. Okay, that's how it works. And there was an achievement for beating Black Belt Adventure Mode. Okay. Yep, this makes sense. And this is just kind of like do all the rooms mode. Okay. I gotcha. So yeah, Black Belt's not too bad, actually. Not yet. It'll probably scale up very fast. I'd imagine. Oh, they don't give you any bombs in rather tally mode, which makes perfect sense. It would be kind of cheesy if they did. Okay. Oh yeah, this is real easy so far. This isn't like that scary yet. And there's no way I'm banging out like all 100 levels right now, but we'll do a few. I kind of called on this because like overall this game's really good. It was definitely like something else to play if you wanted more twin stick at the time on 360 and just Geometry Wars. You know, you kind of get bored of it. Like there was this game, there was Geometry Wars like I just mentioned. There was a Robotron port in the arcade, which was pretty good if I remember correctly. There was that Crystal game that I can't remember the name of. So like there was like some good like, you know, twin stick shooter options. Ones that worked and kind of like hit like a bunch of different like different like niches. I don't know like how you pronounce that word. I always pronounce it differently. But yeah. I mean, this was like definitely like one of the good ones. One that worked very, very well in my opinion. Cool. 5 done. Yeah, so far Black Belt hasn't really been any more difficult than, like, you know, the Orange Belt I was just doing. Not what I wanted. Was there anything else in this game? Let's just do Tally Mode 6, and then I want to see if there was anything else hidden in this game. I think there was, like, a 2-player, which I've never done. In fact, I think there was also a 2-player. There were a few 2-player modes, like, in Twin Sticks. Remember, I think Geometry Wars 2 had one. Had, like, 4-player local, but I never was able to play it, so I never knew how it worked. So you adventure mode, tally mode, there's 2-player, high scores, achievements, options, yeah. Okay, so that's all you really had. You had the adventure mode, which was, I guess, every single level you had to tally, back to back to back to back. How high could you get in difficulty, how long could you survive, yep. And then, yeah, and you have, like, all these different difficulties. But I think everyone kind of gets the point. That's Mutant Storm Reloaded. It was a really, really cool, twin-stick shooter way back. I do enjoy it. Like, I think it's a really, really cool game. Do I think it's aged well? I mean, it's definitely playable. It's still pretty good. Feels a little bit easy now, but I mean, I only saw the first, like, 28 out of, like, you know, 98 levels, so I'm pretty sure it amps up pretty hardcore. But it's, like, nothing, like, too stressful, at least not from what I played yet tonight. But yeah, cool game. Best twin stick, not at all. There's a few more twin sticks I actually would love to do videos on, which I might do pretty soon. But this is definitely, like, one of the good ones. Like, one of the cool ones from back in the day. I like it. Mutant Storm. Fun game. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a good one. And toodles.